Everyone has different beliefs, thoughts, and own ideas. Philosophers' ideas become famous because they share them to the world with so much depthness and so much ideal that becomes belief that enter other people's thoughts and knowledge. While my thoughts on life and death, the universe, and many things are different because they are confusing, because we don't really know what happens to us when we die. But I have the faith that there is a God in a heaven and that we really go there. This is the reason why these kinds of things are thoughts and not facts, because only the dead know the fact. We manage to handle opinions with beliefs and kinds of religions, with sciences, the Big Bang, etc. Rene Descartes was a mathematician who invented the algorithm. Also stated the famous quote today, I think, therefore I am. This means that you have to doubt on everything before you're sure. The only way to distinguish the real thing of the reality of the dreams is to think. The only way to distinguish the reality of fiction is through thoughts. Well, Galileo was like to Descartes because both used the logic and the math. The difference was that Galileo was a rebel because he was against the theories of the church, which stated that the earth was the center of the universe. And well, actually, his theory was right. That is not true. The earth is not the center of the universe of the Milky Way galaxy as we know it. The sun is, and the planets rotate around it. Socrates, also another famous philosopher, looks a lot alike to Descartes because he had the idea to question everything before concreting the fact. Also, Socrates valued a lot knowledge over the emotions and the feelings. He stated, "All I know is I know nothing." This means that you can always know more than you know. For example, right now maybe I can know 1,000 things, but inside the 1,000 things, those 1,000 things have a lot of more information than I know about it. Some people may ask to themselves, why does art matter? First of all, by definition, art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Now, going back to the basic question, well, art has really marked historical events like the Renaissance, for example, where the people were made sculptures, and that way we can learn how it was evolved through the years. For example, Aphrodite, the Roman goddess, the beauty god. How would we ever imagine if it was not for the art sculptures that someone so beautiful and so admired as a god would not have one arm? Well, that is the amazing things that art give and art has gave us through history. Another era marked by art is, for example, Mayan eras, which instead of writing what happened, they draw it, and today we can learn through them by seeing them inside the pyramids. And due to these arts created by them, we can see their methods of living and their sacrifices, like the heart expulsion, and many things like that. Sometimes people think are art and beauty related. Well, not necessarily. Art can be ugly. Art can show disgusting things, and beauty, by definition, is the pleasing or attractive features of something, and something ugly does not please nor attract by nature. This is why it is described as disgusting and not as something beautiful. Normally, I barely think about art. I am more inclined on experiencing it. I don't like to go to museums and spend 10 minutes per painting. I just go see it for a minute, for example, and continue walking. This is just like how I see it. I don't like to analyze paintings. I just see, oh, it's beautiful, great, and advance. For example, in Louvre, if I were for me, I would go an hour and go, but other people stay there 8, because this is the people that stay 30 minutes per canvas or per sculpture or whatever art there is. Art is not something that inspires me. In personal experience, I can talk about when I went to see the Mona Lisa. It was Louvre. I believe the Mona Lisa was something great. I don't know. I had a big expectation about that. And when I got there, just a lot of people, and like, oh, it's there. And when I started going in, between all the crowd and everyone, like, trying to move to get to it, I saw a small canvas, rotated by like 10 meter of glass around it, and it's really simple. I think in the museum there are better paintings, and simply I just guessed I don't find a feeling in art. It can be beautiful, but until there, I am not the kind of person that can sit watching a painting for 2 hours, analyzing each part of the canvas, and feel something. Really, I get bored. I don't see myself as an artistic person, dude. I don't find a passion in painting canvases or stuff like that. I don't see myself trying to draw a professional river, placing my time to find its reflection into atom layers carefully and spending 15 months or a whole huge time in drawing something that I would not even know if it will sell. Art can be just made to express feelings. Commercial art is made to be sold. It is not really something that inspires the painter. The painter creates something that he believes will inspire the public, and that is really not own art and craftwork, which is creating craftwork, which is creating something not with your feelings, but with ideas and imagination. Art can explain individual and cultural ideas. Due to that, it can create events, history, and things that show cultural tastes. It can also express individual stuff such as feelings, ideas, experiences, etc., that can make and mark an individual taste. Art can also relate to religion and spirituality. Many arts are made on beliefs and on traditions that people have through history and how it has been evolutionating. For example, Mayans drew their heart sacrifices and made. Then the Greeks and the Romans created statues in order to honor their gods. Catholic people create ceramic sculptures, paintings, etc. to honor God, Jesus, and the Virgin Mary around other saints. Arts communicate emotions because art is created by feeling, by demonstrating events, things that happen to the artist, and the artist expresses it by creating art by getting rid of his or her feelings. Art is not a basis of money necessarily. At the time to sell them, yes, they do, but creating it doesn't. Art is talent, and it does not require nor economic power nor class structure to create it. Some people may ask how closely is artistic expression and meaning tied to cultural ideas and philosophy? Well, not so much. Culture is traditions, philosophy, art, theories, and art are expressions meant to be printed and pressed forever. Do artists sometimes get to reveal themselves? Well, yes, they reveal, they interpret, and they express. All art has a message behind it. Art can't be created without passion, eager, nor expressions, because then it has no sense behind it. It is not art. I believe that history what marks the world today as it is. For me, history is the evolution of everything. The events that have caused empires to fall and cities to build. The major creations that people have caused that has allowed others to improve them, like Thomas Edison and the light bulb, like Albert Einstein in his teachings. Empires created laws, and since then the laws have advanced with us until the present day and will until no more trace of human is found. Due to that, they are the stuff that marks us, that we learn from. This is basically history. History, by definition, is the story of past events, particularly in human affairs. So, history is what marks the world today. Thank you very much.